Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the key differences between a poor mindset and a rich mindset. Understanding these differences can be the first huge step towards achieving lasting financial success. Changing your mindset isn't about flipping a switch. It takes consistent effort and a willingness to challenge your deeply ingrained beliefs about money and success. Over the next few minutes, we're going to break down 10 key differences between a poor mindset and a rich mindset. Let's get started. Chapter 1. The first major difference between these two mindsets is how they view the world. A poor mindset and a rich mindset can look at the same situation and see completely different things. Someone with a poor mindset tends to see obstacles everywhere they look. They see barriers that prevent them from moving forward. They focus on what's wrong, what could go wrong, and why something probably won't work out. This constant focus on the negative can be paralyzing. On the other hand, someone with a rich mindset sees the world through a lens of opportunity. They are always on the lookout for possibilities. When they encounter a problem, they don't see it as a dead end. Instead, they view it as a puzzle to solve or a challenge to overcome. They see it as a challenge to overcome, a chance to learn, and a stepping stone to something even greater. Every obstacle is an opportunity in disguise. For example, let's say you lose your job. This can be a devastating experience. A poor mindset might dwell on the negative, complaining about the economy or blaming their former employer. They might feel stuck and hopeless. But a rich mindset sees this as an opportunity, a chance to start their own business, go back to school, or explore a new career path. They see potential where others see despair. It's all about perspective. The way you choose to see the world can make all the difference in your journey. Chapter 2. The second key difference lies in how each mindset approaches money. The way you think about money can significantly impact your financial future. A poor mindset often sees money as something to be spent, usually on liabilities, things that take money out of your pocket. This includes things like credit card debt, car loans, and other expenses that don't generate income. Think about it. How often do you see people spending their hard-earned money on things they don't need, to impress people they don't even like? This behavior can lead to a cycle of debt and financial stress. A rich mindset, on the other hand, sees money as a tool to build wealth. They understand that money can work for them if invested wisely. They focus on acquiring assets, things that put money back into their pockets. This includes investments like rental properties, stocks, and businesses. Instead of chasing instant gratification, they prioritize long-term growth. They understand that true financial freedom comes from building a solid foundation of assets. Remember, it's not about how much money you make, it's about what you do with the money you have. Effective money management and smart investments are key. Shift your focus from liabilities to assets, and watch your financial situation transform. By making informed decisions and prioritizing investments, you can achieve financial stability and growth. Chapter 3. Now let's talk about change. It's an inevitable part of life, and how you react to it can make all the difference. People with a poor mindset often resist change. They're comfortable with the familiar, even if it's not serving them well. This fear of the unknown keeps them stuck in a rut, preventing them from reaching their full potential. But those with a rich mindset, they embrace change. They understand that change is essential for growth and progress. Remember Blockbuster? They failed to adapt to the rise of streaming services like Netflix, and we all know how that ended. Embrace change, be adaptable, and always be willing to learn and grow. Chapter 4. Take responsibility. This next one is crucial. It's about ownership. People with a poor mindset tend to play the blame game. They blame their circumstances, their upbringing, the economy, the government, everyone but themselves. They see themselves as victims, powerless to change their situation. On the flip side, those with a rich mindset take full responsibility for their lives, the good and the bad. They understand that they are in control of their choices and their actions. If they make a mistake, they own up to it, learn from it, and move on. Taking responsibility empowers you to make positive changes and create the life you want. Chapter 5. Abundance mentality. People with a poor mindset often operate from a scarcity mentality. They believe that there's only so much to go around: money, opportunities, success. This scarcity mindset leads to jealousy, competition, and a constant fear of missing out. In contrast, a rich mindset is characterized by an abundance mentality. They believe that there are unlimited opportunities for everyone. They see the success of others not as a threat, but as inspiration. This abundance mentality fosters generosity, creativity, and a belief in limitless possibilities. Remember, your mindset shapes your reality. If you believe in abundance, you'll open yourself up to a world of opportunities. Chapter 6. Delayed gratification. Now let's talk about instant versus delayed gratification. This concept is crucial in shaping our financial habits and overall success in life. It's tempting to choose the immediate reward, to satisfy your desires right now. Whether it's indulging in fast food, buying the latest gadget, or splurging on a shopping spree, the allure of instant pleasure is strong, and that's exactly what a poor mindset does. It focuses on the here and now, often at the expense of future well-being. They prioritize instant gratification over long-term goals. This behavior can lead to a cycle of impulsive spending and financial instability. This leads to impulsive spending, racking up debt, and constantly chasing the next quick fix. The stress and anxiety from mounting bills and declining bank balances can be overwhelming. Think about the buy now, pay later culture we live in. It's designed to exploit our desire for immediate satisfaction, often trapping us in a cycle of debt and financial stress. It preys on this desire for instant gratification, often leading to a cycle of debt and financial stress. The short-term pleasure quickly fades, leaving long-term consequences. A rich mindset, on the other hand, understands the power of delayed gratification. They see the value in waiting and investing in their future. They're willing to sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term gain. This means saying no to unnecessary purchases and focusing on saving and investing. They set goals, create a plan, and are disciplined enough to stick to it, even when it's hard. This discipline is what sets them apart and leads to lasting success. Remember, the ability to delay gratification is one of the most important skills you can develop for long-term success. It requires patience, discipline, and a clear vision of your future goals. Chapter 7. Calculated risks. Let's be real, life is full of risks, and how you approach them can significantly impact your trajectory. Someone with a poor mindset tends to avoid risks altogether. They're afraid of failure, so they stay in their comfort zone, even if it means settling for a mediocre life. Now, a rich mindset understands that calculated risks are essential for growth. They don't jump into things blindly, but they're not paralyzed by fear either. They do their research, weigh the pros and cons, and then take action. They understand that failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of the journey. Remember, playing it safe might feel comfortable in the short term, but it can lead to missed opportunities and a life of regret. Now this one is all about mindset. People with a poor mindset often believe they know it all. They're resistant to new information, especially if it challenges their existing beliefs. This closed-mindedness prevents them from growing, adapting, and reaching their full potential. But those with a rich mindset, they're lifelong learners. They're hungry for knowledge, always seeking to expand their horizons. They understand that the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know. Don't let your ego get in the way of your growth. Let's be honest, most people tend to focus on saving money. And while saving is important, those with a poor mindset often obsess over it. They pinch pennies, clip coupons, and constantly worry about spending money. While frugality is important, this laser focus on saving can actually limit your potential. Those with a rich mindset, however, understand that while saving is important, it's only one part of the equation. They focus on earning more money, not just saving what they have. They look for ways to increase their income, whether it's through asking for a raise, starting a side hustle, or investing in their skills to qualify for higher-paying jobs. Remember, it's about expanding your earning potential and creating multiple streams of income. And finally, the last key difference is how each mindset views their relationship with money. A poor mindset often feels trapped by money. They work for money, trading their time for a paycheck, often living paycheck to paycheck. They feel like they're constantly chasing money, never quite catching up. Those with a rich mindset, however, strive to make their money work for them. They understand the power of passive income and leverage. They invest their money in assets that generate income like rental properties, dividend-paying stocks, or online businesses. This shift from active income to passive income is a key factor in achieving true financial freedom. You can create a life where your money works harder than you do. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more financial tips and insights. Remember, changing your mindset is the first step towards changing your financial future. It's not about overnight success, it's about making small, consistent changes to your thinking and your actions. Start by identifying 1 or 2 areas where you can shift from a poor mindset to a rich mindset. The key is to be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and never stop learning and growing. See you in the next video.